inside North Star Ice Sports here in Westboro, Massachusetts for this critical Central Mass hockey game here between the Wachusett Mountaineers and they are hosting the Hudson Hawks. I'm Chris Kyne of the Worcester Telegram. Happy to bring this game to you this evening. And it is a 1-1 hockey game here. Hudson able to get on the board late in the first period. Late in the second period, the Wachusett Mountaineers are able to get the equalizer. Streaming over the head. And this should be a exciting third period here. 13:50 remaining. And it's an interesting dilemma that both teams are facing here. Obviously, you want to come away with the 2 points. But now in the third period, you're sitting at 1-1, and you have an opportunity to get 1 point. Points are so critical to come by, so I'm not suggesting teams let their foot off the gas, but I am expecting it in the locker room. Both Coach Lane and Coach Nardowitz emphasized to their teams that it was critically important to make sure they made smart plays out of the zone, minimize turnovers, get pucks deep, all the things that go into winning hockey. No unnecessary risks. No one wants to come away with a tie, obviously, but a point is better than 0, and you don't want that point to be lost on a funny type of turnover or something in that regard. So Hudson and Wachusett here, 1-1. And we have a goal here from Wachusett, and they're going to go ahead. 13:19 remaining here in the third period. And Wachusett jumps out in front. I wasn't able to see who got that goal, but we will. The first one through the line looks like it is Peyton Roach. Generally, the first one through the line is the goal scorer. Well, we will confirm. Al St. Jean will make the call. Let us know who got that goal. But Wachusett has jumped out in front here, 2-1, with just over 13 minutes remaining here. And isn't that the way it should be, ladies and gentlemen? On senior night, the senior, Peyton Roach, gets the go-ahead goal here early in the third period. Peyton Roach indeed did get that goal, and it is his, looks like his third goal of the season. And that's going to go for an icing. My apologies there for a little bit of distractedness. Our famed photographer, Steve Lanava, came up for a quick visit. I don't think he quite realized that I was doing this game live. But we are back to action here, and Skagerlin gets try to stay onside there, and he gets rubbed off that play, and Wachusett will get it in deep. So Peyton Roach, what a story on senior night. Picking up his third goal of the season and what could turn out to be a huge goal for the Mountaineers, and a steal behind the net. Puck played out in front. That puck will squirt by the stick of Sean Gardner. So now Hudson enters desperation mode. 12 minutes remaining, down a goal. As I mentioned before, this is one of 6 opportunities Hudson has. They have a jam-packed schedule here down the stretch.
due to some cancellations of earlier games. So the Hawks have 14 points. So a loss here, and we got bodies flying everywhere. And the refs let it all go. Why not? And that puck took a serpentine route for an icing call. Hudson will gladly take that call. Come back down and try to establish something off the face-off here. Mountaineers up 2-1, 11-13 remaining here in the third period. Again, I'm Chris Kyne of the Worcester Telegram. Really excited to bring in this Wednesday night hockey here from North Star. And we have had, this game has been as advertised. Both teams playing with some desperation. Jackson King, a little helmet issue right now. If you couldn't change on icings, and of course they can, of course that would be a great stall tactic at the NCAA and the pro levels. Pull off the helmet, give your boys an extra little breather, but of course in high school hockey you can change off an icing, so likely just an old-fashioned equipment issue there. And Hudson will attempt to come out of their zone, but Wachusett has done an effective job for the most part, kind of clogging up the neutral zone here. And Hudson's had some spurts, but the better of the opportunities in this game have gone the Mountaineers' way. And back to collect the puck is number 17, Mark Richards, veteran defenseman, one of 3 seniors that was honored on senior night. That puck was rolled to the net. Opportunity down low for Wachusett. And it was Como down low. And Wachusett's zone times established here. And an absolute seed that was fired wide there. That puck caroms out. And referee is pointing outside of the zone where the face-off will come back to neutral. And we are under 10 minutes to go here. And it is desperation time here for Mike Nenardowich's Hawks. Skagerlund, so dangerous, rips one just wide. Skagerlund, week by week, improves. I've seen him play 5 or 6 times this year, and he looks like a different player. Of course, as a sophomore, you're going to see that jump. That's typically where you see the jump, the second half of the sophomore year. The game starts to slow down for these for these younger players, I should say, and that's been the case for Skagerlund. And great defensive play there. That was Sean Gardner. It looked as though Hudson was going to get a break, and Sean Gardner timed it up perfectly and ran his man out of real estate. And that puck will be iced. And Wachusett will look to set something up off the draw in their offensive zone. Typically at the high school level, these teams will have a couple, 2, 3, maybe 4, depending on the IQ. That puck glancing off the glove of Gonzalez. Depending on the IQ of the team, but certainly have a couple, 2, 3, 4 different plays that they're going to run off those offensive zone draws.
Get there!
Matt Lane, known to draw up a few of those. And that puck is jumped in by Mark Richards. And Wachusett will go to work. A lot of this action here in the third period has been down in the Hudson zone. And then Kyle Lally, oh, and a great defensive play. Kyle Lally, though, back on his stick. And Kyle Lally, it looked as though he had clear sailing. And it happened fast, but I do believe that was Ryan Murray. Ryan Murray making a spectacular defensive play for the Wachusett Mountaineers. Potentially a game-saving play for the Wachusett Mountaineers. And Lally came in with a lot of speed there. And Ryan Murray held his ground, and maybe not more importantly, but importantly didn't commit the penalty. I think a lot of players would panic right there. Oh, and 2 opportunities. Jamison Fecto with 2 backhand opportunities denied by Jackson King. We go back the other way. Shot in, a blocker save there by Gonzalez. Nice blocker save. And that puck is cleared out. Liam Como. His eyes lit up there, looking for a little break there, but nope. Jackson King will play it. Sean Gardner will move it up. Give it to Como, and Como and looking for Skagerlund, but the puck evaded Skagerlund's stick. No contact where the puck was made, and the icing call is made. Ref kind of awkwardly twisted down there. Wachusett, such a critical opportunity here. This next goal, it's overly obvious to state it, is huge. We're either tied up or it's a 2-goal lead. That puck was backhanded by number 19. And the play, outside of a little bit of a recent spurt from Lally, and then 2 opportunities from Fecto, the play this period has been dominated by the Wachusett Mountaineers. Mike Donardowicz gonna have to rally his boys over there and kind of flip the momentum here in this period, because it's been all Wachusett here. Again, Wachusett goes to work, and there's been a lot of action. Gonzalez hasn't had to make the incredibly tough save this period, but there has been a lot of action around him. He has been busy. Again, that puck is intercepted in neutral by Peyton Roach. He has the go-ahead goal here. And Hudson will move it out. A little bit of a 3-on-2 developing here. And backhand shot is wide. That shot was Jaberti. He has the lone goal for the Hawks. And nice little drag play there from Sean Gardner, activating from his defensive position. He's back in his spot now, but he's a good, quick player. Can activate well, can jump into plays, and Matt Lane, of course, pretty excited about that. He's just a sophomore. Puck played back to the point. Como down low. Scramble in front, and again Gonzalez forced to get a cover there. And Hudson on their heels here as this third period progresses. The ice in front of Jackson King is significantly less scratched up than the ice in front of Hudson goalie Ryan Gonzalez. Como attacking. Como to the backhand. Nice defensive play there by the Hawks, and they'll flip it out. As we have come up on 4:25 to play here from North Star. Hawks trail 2-1. Hawks will be next in action versus Neshoba, a team that has been eliminated from postseason contention. And then we'll play against Marlboro, whose playoff hopes are still alive. Coach Mike O'Brien's team has battled nicely throughout the season and still are playing meaningful hockey games here in the second week of February here on Valentine's Day. Couldn't think of a better place to spend a couple hours on Valentine's Day than good old North Star. Icing is waved off here. Hudson will retrieve, and coming up on 3.5 to go. Zach Kapusta. And that one this time will go as an icing. And these are big offensive zone draws here for the Hawks. And looks like number 3, Kyle Lally, will be assigned to this draw here, and this is a big one. See if they can get some momentum. He does win that draw. Shot on net. Oh, and a big save, Jackson King. The Hawks got exactly what they want, a face-off win from Kyle Lally, and the shot on net, but King was there. That puck is rimmed around. And Mark Richards will feather it into the Hawk zone. Philip Warner winding, looking. But a steal, and Wachusett will be content to pull it out of the zone. And that's Liam Como. Wisely dumps the puck back in as we come close to the 2.5-minute mark here in the third period. Hudson down a goal. And they are not far off from pulling their goaltender for the extra attacker. About another minute, we'll look to Coach Mike Donardowicz, and we'll see if, given the right situation, when he pulls them out. Generally, minute 20, minute 30 remaining in these games. Get the puck down the other end, away from your own goalie, you pull him. Some coaches like to do it a little earlier. We'll see how Mike Donardowicz plays it. Shot just wide. Off the stick of number 9, Jamison Fecto, who's had a couple opportunities here in the third period. Fecto collecting behind the net. Fecto out in front. And that puck, that puck rolls through. That was Janefels with an opportunity, and the puck gets back out. Minute 50 remaining here from North Star. And Gonzalez will be forced. And let's see if they're going to get this call. And it's definitely well within the referee's jurisdiction to make this call here. And he might be coming to and he will be making this penalty call here. And it's going to be a penalty against the Mountaineers. Knowing the goalie can't do it. Will Donardowicz use his timeout? Will he pull his goalie? And he will, actually. It looks like Gonzalez. And it looks like the timeout is being used here. Probably a wise move. So the situation is this. Yep. That unsportsmanlike conduct is for snowing the goaltender. Something 10 years ago, not called likely, but that's been a kind of a point of emphasis in the last couple of years, snowing the goaltender. And Hudson will definitely take it. The man advantage, they could get Gonzalez pulled, they could get the two-man advantage. And Coach Nenardowicz is drawing things up right now. So it'll be, so long as Hudson can gain control, a 6-on-4. And of course, with our 2-minute penalties, if Hudson needs it, they'll have the entire minute 40 remaining this game to be up at least a man. So we are going to get an exciting finish here from North Star Arena. Glad you could join us. Again, I'm Chris Kyne of the Worcester Telegram and Gazette. Happy to bring this game to you here from North Star in Westboro on Wednesday night as our regular season is winding down, and Gonzalez is not out, and the draw controlled initially by the Hawks, but Wachusett gains control. Gets the all-important clear, and Gonzalez looking over towards the bench, and Hudson will look to a stat. Oh, an offside call. So Gonzalez, with a minute 32 remaining in the game, is still in his net. Hudson desperately trying to gain the zone, establish puck presence, allow Gonzalez to get to the bench, get the extra attacker on for the Hawks, but so far that has not happened, and Hudson will get the dump in now, and Gonzalez remains in his cage, and wisely so, because Skagerlund makes a move, and Skagerlund, and that's a smart play from Kevin Skagerlund. A lot of guys in that situation would potentially fire a puck short side wide, shoot it high, develops into a breakout pass. Skagerlund takes the puck to the net. Not only does he take the puck to the net, he gets the draw in the offensive zone. A very smart play by the sophomore. See so many times guys' eyes light up and they want to get that big goal, and it doesn't happen. And Como with the steal, wasting precious time, taking the puck out of the zone. Sean Gardner will fire it down, and of course when you're down a man you can ice the puck, and we are at 50 seconds to go here. Hudson needs a rush, and another unforced turnover there, and Wachusett doing a masterful job salting this away. 40 seconds to go here at North Star. Hudson still hemmed in their own zone. Hudson gets the pass out. .30 seconds to go. Oh, and Gardner's shot is just wide off the outside of the net. And there's time for one more rush for the Hawks, but it's stolen. Como's shot is wide. But just 12 seconds remaining here. 8 seconds to go. Still in the neutral zone. And the Wachusett Mountaineers, off a goal on senior night from Peyton Roach, and they mob Jackson King, and the Wachusett Mountaineers earn a critical 2 points and take a step closer to their postseason by getting their 2 points here against the Hudson Hawks. The Wachusett Mountaineers now improve to 8-7-2. That's 18 points. They are now 2 points from making the playoffs. They will finish their season with Algonquin, Groton Dunstable, and Leominster. And what a game. Again, that first goal scored by Hudson. They jumped out at the end of the first period. Gibberti had the goal, but then the sophomore, Joey Gisome, tied it in the second period. And in the third period, the game winner from the senior, Peyton Roach, and he will be the player that we want to talk to in our post-game interview. We'll talk to Coach Matt Lane. We'll talk to Peyton Roach, talk about getting that game-winning goal on senior night. And we'll leave you temporarily, but we will bring it back down to ice level where we will get some post-game interviews and wrap it up here from North Star. Again, 2-1 win. Wachusett Mountaineers 2, Hudson Hawks 1. We'll be back soon.